first of all, it's an honor meeting you.
Yeah, it's
I didn't had the honor of meeting you before even you signed your big deal with Sony. So what does life look like a couple of months after signing that deal?
Life is still the same, but you know, it's an advantage working with a label right now.
Yeah.
It's an advantage having a management because, you know, it's easier when you do music and you're guaranteed to have distribution all around the places that you ever hoped your music would go.
All right. Do you think your affiliation with Rapper helped, like, drive your career in a minute?
Most definitely, especially having the hip-hop mentality, you know, especially doing rap.
Yeah.
It's easy, you learn a lot when you're at Wapi because you not only meet like rappers, you meet freestylers, you meet
graffiti painters.
Exactly, graffiti painters, you meet poets, and you meet a lot of people on the base of hip hop, and yeah, definitely Wapi kind of had an impact on who I am right now.
All right, that's a really good. When you go back and you know the lady you are right now, an MC, a writer. So when you were signing that deal, I don't want to go deep into your deal. Some try to know how you're doing with your deal, but you know, I want to know, like, did they consider your writing ability when they were signing that deal?
Most definitely, because before I got signed, they asked me a couple of questions on what I do and what I do aside from rap. So it was a whole combination. It's me as an artist, it's me as a singer, me as a writer, me as a rapper. Yeah, I'm a brand and they signed me it's a full deal.
All right.
Yeah.
Yo, we're still watching Jomo Kenyatta TV, G-O-N-A-G-A TV. Just go to YouTube that, and you know what we're doing. You want any information, celebrity stories, this is a Celebrity 101. I flew all the way from Dar es Salaam to come to Nairobi to take to this lady here. She's given me Tech 1, Tech 2, Tech 3, all those. You know, she gave me too much stuff. But anyway, X-tatic, you talked of the writer.
Yeah.
That's something really good. So have you written for any major artists? What are your co-work? Ghost writers?
Yeah. Not now. Right now I have a couple of notes.
All right.
And a couple of songs I've written, and they are. I'm yet to present them to other artists who I'd love to work with and who I'd love to write for. And that's what I'm doing right now. Right now I'm just writing it down so that later on, maybe in a month, in a week's time, I contact the artists who I want to contact Sony to get me artists for this song.
Something that I always wanted to know, like, how were you able to execute the fashion, the graffiti, and the music? How were you able to execute that?
It's quite easy because
I know, because I know it's hip hop. I know it's hip hop, but you know.
It's not easy, but then again, it's easy because if you schedule when you have to do this, and that, on your free time you can do art and fashion sketches. Like on my free time, I can do fashion sketches, a bit of drawing, art, comics, whatever I do in my own free time, and then the other time I can spend it in the studio recording. So it's just a matter of scheduling and how you put it. Yeah.
So everything is you could always execute anything with a proper schedule.
Exactly.
Something also I want to ask is, how is X-tatic embraced locally? Because I'm saying locally because, you know, we out of the country, we're not from Kenya, but you're doing good. I kind of have this feeling that, you know, with the ability of your speak, the way you speak, the way you execute your accent and all that, I'm trying to find out how you've been embraced at the local market. Because there'll be people like Octopizo, they'll be going in Kiswahili, like real Kiswahili.
Yeah.
So how do you handle that pressure? Because I know that there are people who could decide to hate. They'll be like, oh, she trying to act like she Hollywood or something.
Yeah, you know, when an artist comes out and you come out in English, one, it's either you're trying to force it, or it's either it sounds like it's fresh and it's you know. It's just the way that the way Pro Kid sounds with his English is so good. You know, it's just like it has an accent to it. It's like it has a little bit of South African in it. Like I love it. So yes, definitely there are things we expect people to criticize, not really, let me just say criticize, because they be like, oh, why can she do Swahili? well, she was born in Kenya. You know, she said she was. But the thing with Swahili is that it's tricky when you're a female doing Swahili. It's either you can sound really cocky,
whack,
and corny.
And they say whack.
And whack, yeah, whack at most times if you cannot execute it as proper, and you sound maybe like you're trying too much. Then English, when you can execute it properly, you know. And English has a wider market. I'm sorry, it's sad that it has a, not sad, but it has a wider market.
All right, you look at that. This is graffiti painting right there. It's called Spray for Change. And actually the person who is in charge of this execution is the person that made this interview happen. Shout out to Bullet Blaze. You know, the man has always been a big, you know, creative mind everywhere. I think Kenya should have embraced having Bullet Blaze as a Kenyan doing it big. X-tatic. Graffiti has always been portrayed as some negative thing. What is it going for to the Kenyan feel? Having a graffiti painting at the airport?
One, I think graffiti painting was never like really accepted back in the day, you know. But right now people are embracing it, and that is why we have it here. This is Spray for Peace. This is paint. What is it? Yeah, this.
Spray for Change.
Spray for Change. Yeah. Sorry.
No, we could always say
this
that.
Is Spray for Change, and this proves that everything from hip hop to local music, everything is being it's being seen on a bigger, wider level. It's not being seen like a street thing, but it's accepted in a very, you know, big international, like the airport. So it really shows that people are really accepting the culture more right now.
Kwamba vitu muulize X-tatic ni kwamba ni msanii gani wa bongo bangependa kupiga naye kazi. Unajua ni msanii wa hip hop, ana label na vitu kama hizo, lakini sasa hivi kimchakato kuweza kujua ni kwamba nataka afanye kazi na nani. Kwa sababu hawezi kufanya kazi just because she want to do kazi na mtu, lakini kuna vitu ambavyo anaangalia vigezo, like how good is your lyrical whatever, you know, the craft and all that. So sijui tumuulize X-tatic who she want to work with in Tanzania.
I definitely. Okay, let me just look at the artists who I've respected from since I was a kid. I listened to Fit Q, definitely would love to work with him, and One Eye Faye is actually looked up to him, and Professor J used to listen to music, a lot of respect. Vanessa, lovely songstress, and Lady JD, she has a lovely voice. Yeah, so basically those are the few artists I'd love to work with. So I just look into those people who first I've respected, second your lyrical ability now, and if you're still not the fact that you're still relevant, but the fact that you're diverse enough to hold on to the industry and be versatile in this industry at this time, in this generation. Yeah.
So do you think awards really matter that big in the career of a musician?
Getting an award really pushes an artist to do better and get more bigger awards. So yeah.
But there's always been, like, you know, wars after wars, like, yo, he didn't deserve that, he didn't deserve that.
Now if somebody didn't deserve it, then you didn't, the people didn't think that, people thought that somebody else was better in what he or she did that year than you. Doesn't mean that you're any less of an artist. It doesn't mean that you're any less greater. It means you're greater, yes, but somebody else got an award for, you know, getting his work out there. Yeah, and, you know, marketing and that whole stuff. People, they're appreciating what you do. Yeah.
Speaking of awards, like, what would be your major award?
Right now, if I was to speak on my mind right now, like, I would say maybe a Channel O or MTV award. But the greatest one of all that, you know, I'd really appreciate would be, like, let's say if I got a Grammy award, that would be awesome. Great. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, and Grammys. Yeah.
She did it.
Yeah.
But I think, what time frame are you giving us? Like, you know, thing of Africans trying to execute them.
It matters with whatever music, with the music that you're gonna put out there. If it's, you want your music to be international, or just to be local. And I don't base my music on a local scale. Yeah, I base it on an international scale. And it doesn't mean that when I do that, it means, oh, local should just ignore, like local should not feel support. It means that I'm doing, it means that I'm doing it for every
bigger picture.
Exactly.